I I used to have monetize. I didn't cash any time. Never. I haven't cashed any YouTube money, Google money. I had Google money, but I never cashed it. I let it save, deposit, and it let it grow, and that's it. I was thinking that when I'll go to US or UK, I will use it. And somehow the YouTube monetized account was was cancelled due to the fact that someone from my side uh, did uh, did click did some clicking from outside my resident country, where the clicking is more money. You got the idea? So Google sent me saying that because some fraudulent activity, fraudulent clicking, which is correct, it discontinued the account and will not reinstate. So the point is good. This is the the love, the people who did it. It's because they thought that it will help me. Well, and also there are some other friends or well, outside the my own circle. They also used to click for nothing. I don't know why, but because from my country it's has clicking on it, it has no value. So they used to click like mad here, there, or wherever. Even sometimes Google used to play with them also. Like they just give an empty page with the ad. I have seen it. They clicked it. They did click it. They did click on it. And since I do system programming and system administration, so they did my my we have to log into lots of countries servers to administer, do managing of web and the OS. So since they know I had probably 10 years ago, yeah, 10 years ago, I had that account. I still have that account. So they loved me and clicked on it and those things, because they used to click it locally. So they used to click in locally, which has no money at the time, because it was only in US and UK or something like that, or even this part of the world also. But then this is India, Bangladesh side, Asian side. There was also some clicking thing, but then clicking the videos and ads, we used to give them give some clicking fee, but then it was very low, has no nearly has no value. It is because it's a business also that is provided from this this part of the world, that we in this part we mean this part of the world, there is a service called clicking service. You can get a likes, and you can buy likes, and you can buy clicks from our place in this part of the world. I don't do that. I don't do that business. Anything that is not correct, I don't do, as per my religion. So we have somehow, maybe it is my account, because I had to log in. I used to have these login things from all the servers, but then my people, since they did do for every clicking, so they did clicking for any click that comes over. That will help the both party, advertiser and the earner, the monetizing account, same. So they did it, and it was the reason that my monetizing account was cancelled, and I applied once or twice, maybe. Then they said once it is cancelled, it's cancelled and never gets to Apple. So I since I deposited a lot, I felt bad, of course, and I after that I never feel bad. I felt bad, and I kept continuing doing things in the internet, and I don't use the anyhow. So the thing is that it was nice. You see, I had a account. I had a website that is a game, financial game, dhakastockexchangegame.com. I have that account. I have that website, and I used to use the AdSense for that. Used to. Now I don't do that anymore. I myself don't do that anymore. It's because, you see, if you don't have you don't have any say on behalf of you for anything. Like in Twitter, if they ban you, you don't have any say. If Facebook they ban you, you don't have anything to say. And that's why I didn't use any more monetizing thing, and I did not depend on YouTube anymore, Google anymore. This thing is really will cause a plenty of pain, plenty of psychological disease based on the Google's earning or banning by them, will cause you lots of problems, psychological problems. I'm a software engineer. I understand that very clearly, that it is very bad. And since then, I don't depend on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter. I do actively use it now and then, but I don't really depend on that. The reason is that if you depend on that, and you have no say if they do anything to you. You see, in US, United States of America, why this country is very, very great is simply because if you go to court, you can take the president to the court. Not lyingly, I'm saying that if the president has done something, you can take him to the court. That makes a country peaceful country, democratic country. That's what you can do. But even in that country, you cannot do anything to for Facebook's activity or YouTube's activity or Twitter's activity, suddenly they decided to ban you. That's it, ban you for a few days. How? That's why I say it's not good. It will cause you a psychological disease if you depend on these things. I don't use it. I only I say that if you want to communicate, do physically. Now that corona, maybe you can follow some safety steps. But then I still suggest that if you want to socialize physically. You know, if you want to socialize digitally, then digital has to be open, meaning that digital people should not have any control over the thing. So they want you to do socialize. They, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, want you to socialize physically. They don't want you to do digitally because they don't. They they will control you anyway. So that's why I suggest that avoiding these things is good. I don't use it. I don't socialize digitally. I personally go and visit them or phone them myself. I don't do that. Politics things, Political things or anonymous things you can do. You can comment on things. That also still gets edited. That's why I'm saying that don't depend on digitally to uh, digital one proprietary digital socialization is not good at all. It has to be open system. Then only can. Maybe governments can provide this Facebook kind of thing, Twitter kind of thing, YouTube kind of thing. Not proprietaries should do. We saw a lot of movies on that already. Even the Genesis, the Arnold Schwarzenegger's movie on future. You saw the Genesis software. All right. So this is the thing that that's why I say that you don't depend on this proprietary, digitally controlled social media because you're going to get psychologically sick. Don't depend on it. All right. So we saw it in Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator movie and so many other software movies. We have seen these things. If they control the social media by individuals, it's not going to be a very good thing. You already saw it in the movies. There are plenty of movies, I guess. So since I used to think that when 10 years ago when they did not reinstate my account, my money generating AdSense account, then I thought that no point complaining because it has to reach the senators and congressmen, presidents. Then they will realize that this is bad. I have been talking about it. Talking about it very long because I have seen the Windows antitrust law, Internet Explorer's antitrust law. I saw it and I felt it. I know the development of it, and so I know that this is very bad. So if you depend on these social medias, all these things, and it is not in your control, don't depend on it. If it is government controls it. You can say something to the government, and they have to follow the guidelines that constitution has and all these things. If it is not, then I think as far as I am concerned, I always say that education, medical, legal service has to be free. Just think about it. If medical people, if they go to church, or if they pray to God, they'll ask for revenue. If medical people ask for revenue, means what? Means that if more people get sick. If the lawyers gets praise to God that increase their revenues, means what? Means that they want more legal issues in the society and all these things. I don't know, but for me is I don't think that's good. Not good. That's why I say that medical, education. I think it's my opinion. Medical, education, then legal support has to be free. Okay. So my point is, using this digital, other people's proprietary controlled, meaning that other people controls these platforms that you socialize, has to be, cannot be, should not be used, because it will cause your psychological disease. Definitely. Talk to the psychologist. Why not? What they say. You don't have any control over it. Is there anything in this world that you own that you don't have control over, other than God's things? All right. Thanks for listening, and feel free to send me coffee money through Patreon. And you want to send me directly, you can communicate with me. No problem. Ciao.